Peace. So the brother asked me, what do you take to get yours higher, right? He talking about my testosterone. So one of the main things I do is I stay away from soy or other ingredients or products that kind of like produces soy in my body. I also stay away from some foods that might kind of like trigger cortisol, right? Which is kind of like the stress hormone. That also combats against your testosterone, right? And I also eat a lot of different things that kind of like aid in the production of zinc, and other things, right, that might be beneficial to testosterone. So, for example, some of the foods is like spinach. I used to make a lot of like smoothies, often with spinach, kale, bananas, peanut butter, a lot of different things, right? So spinach is good. You're gonna have to do your own homework. I don't want to make this video very lengthy, so I'm just gonna like brief through them, but you can read up on them on your own a little more. So spinach is one of them, right? Oysters, they're high in zinc. At one point, I was eating a bunch of oysters. I was always getting seafood boils, eating a lot of zinc. They definitely increase testosterone, right? And they have other benefits to them. Garlic and onions. Um, you can read up on it. Like I said, I don't want to make this a lengthy video. Garlic and onions also help. They have a compound that is known to reduce cortisol. Remember, I mentioned cortisol earlier. Brazilian nuts. I never had Brazilian nuts, but they also say it's also good to cause testosterone, to help and improve testosterone, right? Broccoli. They say broccoli is also good. I don't really eat a lot of broccoli, but it has anti-cancerous compounds um, that can improve your sex hormone production, right? Eggs. I did eat a lot of eggs. I still eat eggs. That's something that has helped me out. Fatty fish and tuna. I love eating tuna. I eat a lot of tuna. I also eat some salmon. So that kind of like helps. Bananas and avocados. I always use bananas in my shakes, whether it was a green shake or a chocolate shake that I used to make. Always use bananas, and I always ate avocados. And like I said, you can read more about it. Red meat. When I shop for meat, I don't go to the supermarket. I go to like a butcher house. Um, do a little more research on how they process their meat or how they get their meat or from who they get their meat. It's very important. At the supermarkets, a lot of times they keep blood around. They change the dates. They dip the meat in old blood, to kind of like give it this fresh look. So I kind of like try to avoid going to the supermarket to get meat. Beans. I eat a lot of beans, right? They're high in protein and zinc. Some of them do have soy, so you have to really look out for the ingredients on the beans, right? So right here they talk about like kidney beans, black beans, pinto beans, chickpeas. So this is some of the things that I was eating on the regular, and I still kind of eat these things. Pumpkin seeds. When I get a salad nowadays, I always have pumpkin seeds in them. They're a good supply of zinc. Also, men need more zinc than women. Like zinc is beneficial to like the human body in general, but on the average, men kind of like need more zinc than women. And zinc aids in like the production of like testosterone, right? In men. Um, that's why like women don't really need that as much as men, right? So and then they also said coconut, right? This nut is a source of saturated fat that plays a role in testosterone production. When I cook, I use a lot of coconut oil. I try not to use them other kind of oils. Sometimes I have used avocado oil or olive oil, but my best one is coconut oil. I also use coconut oil to put on my skin, like the cooking coconut oil. I don't really use lotion to lotion my body. I use the cooking coconut oil on my skin. I don't know if that aids in the testosterone production. I don't know. And apart from these 12 things that I just mentioned, they also have almonds. I eat a lot of almonds. Asparagus. Asparagus is very great in zinc production, and um, reproductive production also. And what else? They have blue cheese, cabbage, cauliflower, coffee, dark chocolate, extra virgin oil. Um, they got fortified plant milk, honey, lemon, macaroot, macadamia nuts, mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Parsley, pomegranates, raisins. I eat dates. Like similar to raisins. Walnuts. I always used to get walnuts. I still kind of like get walnuts with my salads, and yogurts. There's also a lot of other things that you can kind of look up as to how to improve your thing. But this is just some of the things I've done, and my testosterone levels are up there. Like if y'all seen them in the previous video that I made, they're definitely high. So yeah, this is just some of the things that I do, and how I kind of like try to stay away from certain foods. I try to exercise, and yeah, I also take black seed oil. I don't know if that aids in anything when it comes to testosterone levels, but yeah, it's so crazy because when I went to get my testosterone levels checked, my doctor said, she asked me if I was T boosting, if I was taking testosterone boosters, and I'm like, no. And then she was like, okay, I'm just making sure because you could be at risk of, she said, heart attack or something, or she said. But see, the Western doctors is interesting, right? Because when I first asked her to do my test, she was almost like acting like as if she didn't want to do it. And I was just like looking at her like, whoa. Like, I didn't understand what was the big discrepancy of me asking to get my testosterone levels checked. So she was like, the first thing she told me when I asked her to check my testosterone level, she was like, I can't give you no testosterone supplements. But it's funny how if you want to transform, they will give you the hormones, right? Like they'll give you hormone blockers, and they will also give you the other hormone of whatever you're trying to be. Very pay attention, man. Um, However, the first thing she told me was like, "Oh, I'm not giving you no testosterone," and I'm just like, "I'm not even asking for it. I just want my testosterone levels checked." And she was like, "All right, cool." And she checked them, and they came back, what they consider high. She was like, "Oh, like, are you taking T boosters?" Like, blah 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 blah. So I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. I just felt like she was taken aback from the moment I asked her to check my levels. It was very strange. It was very weird, and she was already telling me off the gate like, I can't give you no T boosters, as if I needed them, right? So I encourage everybody, go check your levels, man and women, but I'm mainly addressing the man. And if you have low testosterone levels, I just gave you some food that you can eat, some things you should probably stay away from, and you can also do more research on your own. And it will be very, very, very beneficial to you. I guarantee you. So, hopefully, this video is beneficial. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, so we can keep this thing going and we can improve men's health overall. Stay blessed. Peace.